What business idea have you been planning on starting? Or more like saying procrastinating on starting? What excuse have you been giving yourself? You had the business idea, last year passed, all the previous years have passed, and this is another year, another opportunity. What is stopping you from starting that business? Or maybe in the past you started your business and it failed. In this video, I want to share with you what you need before starting a business. The most common excuse that we often give ourselves for not starting the businesses that we have in mind is the lack of finance. But you realize in this video that money is not the first thing that you need to start a business. As a matter of fact, money is the last thing when it comes to start a business. Statistics show that 90% of businesses fail in the first year. And research has proven that the most part of those businesses fail in the first year because they had the finances, because they had enough money to kickstart, and that's why they failed in the first year. That may sound like a paradox, but if you stick to the end, you're going to understand this. If you're new here, please hit the like button and subscribe. Let's dive right in. There are three things you need before starting a business, and that's ideas, a plan, and an inventory of your resources. The problem why most businesses fail because they have money is that once we think we have the finances or we have the finances, the tendency is we fail to produce these three vital things that require the success of a business. Ideas are the result of your thinking. What is your business coming to do? What is the problem it's solving? What is its competitive advantage? How are you going to go about making that business valuable? Those are the ideas you need to think and come up with. And a plan helps you strategize and say, what is the route you're going to take with your business each step of the way? Meanwhile, taking an inventory of your resources is evaluating what you already have, maybe material-wise, financial-wise, or relationship-wise, that can help you in your business. But once we think the problem is money, the moment we have money, we skip these three vital things that guarantee the success of our business. We think with money we can pay our way through the different challenges and day-to-day obstacles that come with running a new business, but that's very far from the truth. As long as you're creating a new business, you need to grind and put in the hours to think, to study, to do your research, to come up with a crisis-proof plan as much as possible and take an inventory of what you already have so that you can make the most of it. You see, making an inventory of your resources will surprise you because you'll be able to realize how much you already have to start your business, that you don't even need to sit around waiting for some money to come from somewhere, because once you can take that stock, you can maximize what you already have. Okay, this is what I have. What don't I have? Okay, I don't have these or that. What can I do to complement these lacks? You can't just fold your arms and wait for money. The truth is, once you make the most of the little resources that come from your personal inventory, you are more likely to be a good manager than just waiting for a huge sum of money to invest in the business. And once again, that's why 90% of all businesses fail, because they had the money. Those who don't have the money are forced to think, and thinking always produces ideas that are far better than what money can do. A simple test: if you say what you need for your business is money, do you have a clear answer for a question such as, how much do you need exactly? Think about that question. You say your problem is money. How much do you need exactly? If you can't come up with an answer to that question in a split second, then it means that your problem is not money. You haven't done your homework, which is the three things I just mentioned above. So if you don't know exactly how much you need, then it means that you're just out, you want money, you need money, but you don't know how much money you need. And if I asked you another question, if you received, say, $100,000, now $10,000, $1 million for your business, what exactly will you do with it? Do you have a clear map of how you're going to invest every single penny? If you still have a challenge coming up with an answer to that question, then it's the more reason to say that money is not your problem. The truth about money is money only sustains a business when there is already a structure and plan and idea for the money to just feed in and push it forward. But of course, this is not easy to understand, and for the most part, he explains why even countries and even continents like Africa are still way underdeveloped today. The reason? Money being poured out to these countries and to this continent in the form of aid. How did that come about, you may ask? Post Second World War, Europe was torn and in flames. And so this commission sat and said, how can we help this continent, Europe, to get back on its feet? And so an idea came up. They need money. There is high inflation, so we can send aid to these countries, to this continent, so that they can rebuild what they already had. And money in the form of aid helped Europe rebuild back, to get back on its footing and be economically developed again. Then after that, when they saw that aid worked for Europe, they turned to Africa and said, well, if aid helped Europeans and Europe build, then maybe if we send aid to Africa, Africa will be able to build. Well, that was a bad idea, because from 1970 to date, more than $300 billion have been flown into Africa in the form of aid. But up till now, there is nothing to really show tangibly for all this money. The reason is simple. Money is not the first thing when it comes to building anything, whether it's a business or a country. Europe already had an existing structure that was functioning before the war, and so the money just came in to rehabilitate the systems that were already in place. But when you try to pour in money into something that has no structure, no system yet, you might as well take a basket and go fetch water. So your business is like a nation, it's like a continent. Structure, planning, resources, ideas, innovation, study. So wake up and do these three things before you even think of starting a business. If you've started a business, then go back to the drawing board and make sure you have these things in place before you start seeking money. Remember, money follows ideas and plans and good management. So once you get these things in place and everything is functioning, somehow the resources and the money that you need will make itself available. It's just like digging a ditch. As you dig and you move forward, you're creating a path for water to flow and come towards you. That's how you build a business. That's our time in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like you to drop any comments you have in the comment section below, and check the video description for resources that will help you in your business journey. And I say a big thank you to all our Patreons, and thank you for supporting this channel and helping us do what we do. You also can support us. Check the link to our Patreon page in the video description below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. I'm Buddha Jumesi from Wisdom for Dominion. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.